often lie to build the ego, to build their position, to build their power. And that is crucial to understand this relation, because like this is what women very often do not understand. They say, well, if you have problems, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk with me about this? If you don't want to talk with me, fine. Why don't you talk with your friend, with a therapist, with anybody? But for men, talking about his failures, like that he was fired, that he did not get a job, that he lost on the court, it means he has to admit that he is weak. Admitting the man is weak, hurting his ego. And it's, again, not good, not bad. It's just a fact. And for man who has very sensitive ego, this is something so painful that he needs also to protect it. So that's why he built a wall against this ego, so he feels safe. That's why it's no point of pushing men to talk, when it's very rarely, even with the friends, that men openly say, well, I have a problem with my boss. My boss does not treat me nicely. He just humiliates me. He just saying he's such an asshole. He does not see this. He does not see that. Because they need to build the ego so they don't feel weak. And that is why it's very big difference. So that's why it's, when we do research, we always have to check what actually, like, whatever they tell the truth about what kind of car they really buy or what kind of engine they really have. Because again, they don't like, from my perspective, I don't even know anything about cars, so I don't ever judge men based on the cars, because for me cars exist based on color and that's it. So it's black, white, whatever, I don't know. So when they start saying, that has an engine of this and this and that, it's like, great. But then when you do research with a man, then somebody else is like, well, does not really have that engine, or like, in this car you don't even have that big engine, so how could you, like, you can see that they have this need to boost some things, to make bigger. And that is, like, I always explain to my clients, it's a little bit look like this: whatever woman's do, she needs to make it smaller, like about her weight, about her age, about whatever, her feet, even that it's smaller. That's why she's constantly walking in too small shoes. And whatever man is doing, he needs to have the opposite. He needs to be big everything. Like, he's taller, he earns more money, he has bigger car, he has more lovers, he had more sex, he buys more, he's like get on more holidays, he had more rewards. So this is why, like, we have, so that's, knowing this, you know how to judge when people are talking. So you need actually to compare it to reality, because we know that women a little bit make it too small, men a little bit too big. So that's why we like try to find out what is the truth.